Hello and welcome back to another review. Today we are taking a look at the LEGO Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle Flying Lesson. This is set 76447 Hogwarts Castle Flying Lesson with 651 pieces, ages 9+. It comes with 6 minifigures and retails for $80. So this set you see before you is the next largest piece to the Hogwarts modular castle that we have gotten. So far, according to the instruction manual, it actually does not connect anywhere, and I don't know if it will connect directly or just be a floating building. I think it should connect, and we'll go into details as to why. But this is actually a very interesting build. Before we go into it, though, I do want to give you guys a look at the minifigures. All right. First up, we have Harry Potter, and then we have Malfoy. We also do get Neville, though I think he is new with the combination of his uniform and the short legs and the face. I think he's new, but don't quote me. I'm going to have to figure that out afterward. The Remembrall, to my knowledge, is the same as from the original flying lesson that we got back in 2022. Then we get our second ever McGonagall with hair, so without her witch's hat. And unfortunately, this one is an atrocious comparison to the Boathouse set that we got last year with just literally the best McGonagall Lego could ever make. I literally don't know why they could not use that exact same character and then just give her hair. It drives me crazy. This McGonagall is one of the worst that LEGO has produced. There is no arm printing. There is no skirt printing. The printing on the front of the torso is very, very minimum, like 2005 minimum. I'm really disappointed with this figure because of it. Obviously, McGonagall's face, they have, narrowed down and it looks excellent. Her hair bun looks excellent, but the minifigure itself and the choices that LEGO took for this one is, to me, I just don't understand it because they already have a minifigure that's wonderful that we just got last year, like the second half of last year. Super strange to me. We also get Madame Hooch, and for the life of me, I couldn't tell you if she is the same from the original flying lesson. I do not know off the top of my head, so you'll see and you'll know in this video, but as I record this, I have no idea. I do like her outfit though, nonetheless. She's a very nice, accurate Madame Hooch, and then she does have her goggles for when she's refereeing Quidditch. And then the best, but maybe plainest character in this whole set is Oliver Wood, our very first Oliver Wood character appearance. I'm very excited about it. While he doesn't actually go to this scene, he is prevalent to what happens shortly after the scene, so I love that they included him. He's got a black sweater, which is very accurate looking, just plain brown pants. He was wearing a very plain outfit in the movie. He has very plain hair. He just wasn't particularly standout, but he's Oliver Wood, so I'm very happy with that, and I'm glad that LEGO finally has given us an Oliver Wood. I guess I should correct that. An Oliver Wood in regular clothes, like this particular scene, because we have gotten him as a Quidditch player. So I'll give him that. All right, so this part of the castle is actually really interesting. It has a lot of different ways you can display it. You can display it long like this if you have the space. You can curve it if you want, or you can wrap it around. And actually, it wrapped around is a pretty interesting way to display it. It gives the set some depth, as you can tell, and I do appreciate that. It also has some really, really accurate details. I was a little bit hesitant about this set first because we have gotten a flying lesson in recent years, and it was not my favorite set. This is still not my favorite set, but I actually think is a lot more accurate. Overall, it seems like a decent price for $80, maybe a little bit on the expensive side, but it is a Harry Potter IP. We do have some flora on the outside, just dotting the area to give it a little bit of color, and this is on the Hogwarts lawn, so we have just kind of like grass elements on the bottom. There are initially some play features with the outside, including Harry and Malfoy running and chasing each other on the brooms, which is actually really, really fun to play with. I really love that. It actually also displays really well. Up here you can have Neville spinning around, just not knowing what to do with his broom. If you do follow the path of the story, he flies over here, gets caught on this guy's hook here, gets caught here, and then falls to the ground and ends up breaking his arm, I think. And then obviously Malfoy, he throws the Remembrall after he sees that he does not forget anything. And then Harry then chases it and ends up doing a backflip in front of McGonagall's office window, which is supposed to be right here. So if you wrap up the set, it I think is a little bit more accurate, at least in my view, in my head. But it's got, you know, a decent amount of stuff. We'll go ahead and flip it around and take a look at the inside. All right, on this side here, we have McGonagall's office, or what I expect to be McGonagall's office. There is a normal printed little page there and some sort of ball thing. On the bottom, we have the trophy room, which is accurate to year one when the kids are coming out of one of the classes and then they see James Potter on the Seeker trophy. And so that does seem to be similar within this courtyard. On this side here, we have the locker room for Quidditch, which I like. When sliding it out, it's just a really basic build. We have the bludgers and all of the balls, as well as a helmet. We have some extra clips where you can put extra brooms if you'd like. And it's just very simple. It's not built up very much, but when you slide it inside the castle, I think it has enough depth that it works. My problem actually comes with this second level, and you can pull out what looks to be Transfiguration. Now, this little build in of itself is not bad. It's actually pretty good considering, but based on the other classrooms now that we have gotten, this is a disappointment because it's not built up around. For example, I just reviewed the Charms class, and Charms can fit inside this slot, and so there's no reason that they couldn't have done something similar. I do understand that would have raised the price of this set, but it does bother me that now we have a Transfiguration classroom, but it's very bare bones and there's no door, and it doesn't have that same closed off effect that you get with Charms, which means that this, as a removable modular classroom building, would not be able to fit well in the Hogwarts Great Hall. You wouldn't put it there technically if you're going to try to be accurate, but it just changes it up. And I understand that they threw something in there and it works for now, but I really would like to see them do a fully dedicated Transfiguration classroom, even though we have this. That's just my opinion. It does open up in half, and you can fit 4 students, which is actually very impressive for this tiny, tiny build. We have a really fun little contraption here where there is a little bird, black bird, and you spin it, and there is a goblet. So talking about Transfiguration, a spot for McGonagall. Looks really good. I don't complain. I'm not complaining about it being small per se. It's just that it needs to have a door at least, and that built around structure like Charms class does, in order to fit the theme of what we're doing with all the other classrooms. So that does bother me. There is nothing up top other than this little play feature, which if you are here displaying and not playing, you can just easily remove that and it's not going to be a bother to you. I do like the statue. That's cool. I don't know if it's new. We'll have to look that up. And then we, of course, have this like little entrance door, and that is nice. But again, when the castle wraps around, I really like the way that it just gives it some depth and kind of closes off the buildings because they don't look great the other direction. And so you can face it forward or sideways. You can actually display it in multiple ways. This direction, or if you like the Harry and Malfoy flying, you can display it in that direction. And then when you do turn it to the open sign while it is closed up, it makes a little bit more sense that this is an open courtyard like entrance. What bothers me is that there's no door here. Again, I digress, but overall this is a little bit of a more expensive set. It is needed if you want to complete the whole Hogwarts castle. The minifigures are okay to me because we've gotten very similar ones very recently, but I was actually impressed with the amount of thought that went into this build and actually its accuracy towards the movie. They did cut some corners. They had to fit this within that certain price range. And I think that for the price range, there is a decent amount of offerings and the play features on it are pretty fun. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this set in the comments below. Is this one that you're going to be picking up? Are you entrapped in getting all of the Hogwarts modules like I am? God be with you. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.